Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Dex.
I'm Mike.
And today we're going to do Luke Cage episode 10 review. And this episode is called Take It Personal. So in this episode we find, the starting off, Luke Cage is, back in the barn. He didn't die. Shock. Right? And, we find out a couple important things. First thing is we find out that him and Stryker are brothers, which we already knew, but I guess now he admits it to Claire.
Yeah.
We also find out that he was played by Reva when he was in prison. Totally aware of what was going on, and she just kind of got close to him because, she was just trying to get more information on him to get him to be the next subject in the experiment because she thought he was, really strong. And it's kind of interesting because Luke Cage kind of has this look on his face like, damn, I got played. But then 2 seconds later, he kind of looks over at Claire and goes, looks like I guess I can be with you now, right? Don't worry about it. It's like, she's gone. I'm with you, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
and
he got over her real quick.
It's kind of like at that point the romance just starts.
Yeah.
Where Claire's like, what, you're single now? All right, let's do this. Like, she just totally gets eliminated. And then we have the scene where he destroys the barn.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dick move.
Yeah, which I don't know why he did that because, hello, this guy, Dr. Bernstein, just saved your life not once but twice.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can save Harlem. Right? Black guy with a hoodie. And you're just like, oh, I don't want this job. There's no offense or anything, but I don't think Carl Lucas or Luke Cage really has any of the skills besides being a superhero, right? So I don't know how he's going to make money. So he should be thanking this doctor. And then we find out that the doctor, of course, like we all knew, was going to have all the information saved on a backup drive from the flash drive that they gave him and stuff like that. And then the other thing that was really big was, which I thought this scene was totally ridiculous, but when Stryker goes up to the cop, who happens to be buying, I think, socks on the side of the road from some guys, right, which I've never seen before, like a cop go up and buy it, but whatever. And he punches him.
Yeah.
And the guy just flies, across the road, and he dies. And then there's nobody there to have a cell phone camera or to tape him. And then Stryker is pretending to be Luke Cage. So he's got the hoodie, but he also has a backpack on, which I thought was so fun. And he's yelling, I'm Luke Cage! I'm Luke Cage! I just killed a guy.
That was a big setup.
Yeah, but I just thought it was bad writing, and they could have done a better job with that. But I guess that was kind of like one of my only complaints, I think, with this episode.
Well, for me, this was a step up from the last one. The last one, number 9, I thought was really slow. I enjoyed the backstory between the family with Diamondback and Luke Cage.
Yes.
What happened with their mothers and the father. That was pretty interesting. And I also liked how the Mariah started a war between the police and Harlem in this episode.
Yes.
So just more issues of today between the police and the black community.
Yes.
Like, this episode was like, I don't know. Was it like the Conscious episode where it's just like the big speech?
Yeah, it was. This is, for some reason, every episode or every other episode of Luke Cage, he kind of has that moment where he's like, okay, now I'm going to be a superhero. And in the next episode, he's like, listen, I'm not a superhero. I'm just like a regular person. So this episode, we were kind of back to, all right, I'm going to go out and kick some ass now.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm pretty sure in the next episode, he'll be like, I'm not really a hero. This and that. But it was interesting to see how they're trying to make this series reflect what's happening in everyday life. So they pick up this random kid who we saw in the first episode. Remember, his mom tried to pick up Luke Cage, and also Luke Cage shielded him from the bullets in the barbershop when Pop's barbershop got torn up by Tone and Pops died. So they pick him up, right? And you can just tell that this kid doesn't know anything. Because he's at school all day. And then they just beat the hell out of him.
And that cop didn't think he was going to get into trouble. It's like you beat this 14-year-old kid, you know.
Well, I mean,
no repercussions.
Well, I mean, well, technically, if you're in like Baltimore City or Philadelphia, that stuff happens all the time. Nobody really says anything. Usually, what they say is the guy just like fell 5 or 6 times on his face, and people just buy it because it's like, oh, the guy fell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and then they scare the people so much that they say that they fall. But yeah, it was interesting. I think to see that, but also I think what they also need to do and show probably a little bit more is how the politicians take advantage of these situations for their own, political careers. They come out and they like parade this kid around, which they don't give it. They don't care about. And then you got the people on one side, and it's just kind of like a big mess. I just wish maybe they would show the other side just a little bit more.
Oh yeah. That might be too much, but.
Okay.
But
I guess maybe for a Netflix show.
Yeah. They only got so much money. Some episodes have action, some episodes a little slower, but hey. But also Claire, what do you think about Claire? She's always the eternal sidekick. I mean, like I said, banging Daredevil, she helped out Jessica Jones. But I think I like Claire as Luke Cage sidekick the best.
I'm getting tired of Claire. Claire, first of all, she's just got a big mouth. She's always sticking her nose in where it doesn't belong.
I mean, that's her job. Like I said, she's like the moral voice for everybody.
Yeah, she's a moral voice, but then when she's in the barn with Dr. Bernstein, she's like, if I had superpowers, I'd kill you.
Yeah, she did.
Because you're just a bad person.
Yeah.
And then there's episodes where, because of her selfishness, other people end up getting killed. So it just, I don't know, I just can't believe Claire is like this great sidekick. And I don't feel like Luke Cage needs a sidekick. Batman maybe, because he doesn't have superhero powers. But even he doesn't really need a sidekick.
I don't know. I kind of like the chemistry between them. I thought,
I think it's more, they're kind of going for like a romantic angle.
Yeah, but I think she worked better with Luke Cage than she did with Daredevil or Jessica Jones. I just like their chemistry better because Claire has been a staple on all these shows. And we know she's going to Iron Fist, so she's going to get around some more.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me, were you a big fan of Claire's?
I don't know. I mean...
I just feel like go back to Hell's Kitchen. Stay out of Harlem. We don't need you there. I just feel like she ruins the show.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's like too much of her. It's like, just back off a little. It's like she's everywhere at once. Tired of seeing the same character in every show. Okay, also here we have something important where we have Mariah meets up with Diamondback, and he introduces her to the Judas Bullet, but says, hey, why don't we take, like little Judas bullets, and we can sell them to the police. Which I guess she goes, hey, I'm for, and it definitely does help because we got that viral video of Luke Cage. Beating up the police officers, and you could use that stuff like that. But we didn't really see too much of her in this episode.
No.
This was kind of more like the Luke Cage and
coming back and Claire.
Yeah, the Luke Cage and Claire show. Which I thought was kind of whatever. And then at the end we see Luke Cage shows up at Harlem Paradise for the rally against the police. And then the last scene is the, I guess like the shootout.
Yeah, the shootout where the action picked back up for the series.
Yes, and then all of a sudden it just stops, and you gotta wait till the next episode.
So what are you gonna give this one?
I'll probably, the last one I gave is 6. I'll probably give this one, probably 6.5. I would give it a 7, but I felt like there was too much Claire.
Damn, you are hard on these episodes.
No.
I like this episode better. Had a little bit more action. I like the backstory of Diamondback and Luke. I liked it. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, so 6.5 and then 8 out of 10. All right, sounds good. All right, so that's all the time that we have for today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, so thank you for watching. And if you guys have any comments, you can leave them at the bottom. Anything we missed, anything you want to add in, leave a comment and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot for watching and we'll see you next time.